For the most part, the free agent dust has settled. We're midway through July, and boy, has it been an incredible 2 weeks in the NBA. With that being said, we can now start to put together our own narratives, right? Because that's all we're really doing. We can now start to put together our narratives of why this guy decided to sign here, some of the biggest storylines in the NBA. One, obviously, the storyline of free agency was after Kevin Durant signed, it was all about Kawhi Leonard. And he made us wait a few days. Laker fans waited. The Laker organization waited. And I think a lot of people were shocked when you got reporters like Chris Broussard or Chris Carter, who I don't know what the hell he was doing, who at one point were telling us the Lakers were in the lead, the Raptors were in the lead. Jalen Rose said it was a 99% chance that Kawhi was going back to Toronto on a 2-year deal. So much false information, it looks like, was put out in the atmosphere. A lot of us were fooled. And when Kawhi Leonard made his announcement that he was going back to the Los Angeles Clippers, that thing lit social media up, especially with Paul George coming. So now we make sense of all this. And Kawhi's teammate, the guy that's been with him pretty much his entire career, Danny Green, it's the first time Danny Green won't be alongside Kawhi Leonard. Again, Danny Green came over in the Spurs trade of Kawhi Leonard over to Toronto. This is probably one of the closest guys to Kawhi in the NBA. Danny was a free agent too. And moments after Kawhi signed with the Clippers, there was cap room with the Lakers, and Danny got a 2-year, $30 million deal, right? He literally had to wait on Kawhi Leonard to make his decision. His money was contingent on what Kawhi did. If Kawhi would have re-signed in Toronto, the Raptors would have bought back Danny Green, right? It's just as simple as that. If Kawhi would have went to the Clippers by himself, the Clippers would have had money to bring in Danny Green, right? And now in this situation with the Lakers had money to sign Danny Green. Danny Green recently did an interview with ESPN's own Dave McMenamin, and he gave some pretty open and honest comments about Kawhi and his decision. I think they're interesting. I'm going to read them to you, and then we'll come back. This is what Danny Green said about Kawhi Leonard's decision to join the Los Angeles Clippers. He said, I think all of us were shocked. It was a shock to me, except not as much of a shock of Kawhi going to the Clippers, at least. I didn't see him coming this route. And what he means by this route is the Lakers. I felt like he wanted to go his own route. I felt like it was between them and going back. I think that year that he had and what those fans bought this season and everything, it was hard for him to turn it down and leave Toronto. But I knew he wanted to be closer to home. So what I put together from Danny Green, NBA champion Danny Green's comments, Kawhi Leonard played somebody. I don't know whether it was LeBron James or Anthony Davis, Rich Paul and company, Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, Magic Johnson. Somebody got played within that Lakers organization. See, I don't think the Toronto Raptors got played. They knew they were up against a big battle, and they just said, look, enough is enough. We're not bringing in Russell Westbrook and Paul George to keep Kawhi, because he still might leave in a couple years. We're going to do all that just for a 2-year deal and be stuck with Russ? Nip. So the Raptors conceived, and the Clippers took their guy. I don't think it was a shock to the Raptors what happened. They knew they were up against a battle. But the Lakers literally didn't make a move for the first few days of free agency. Nothing. Just stood there. So you had to believe the Lakers thought they had a great chance at getting Kawhi Leonard. Somebody within that Lakers organization got played. I don't know if the Lakers had constant communication with LeBron, who might have been talking to Kawhi, and LeBron told them, we got a good chance of getting this guy. Anthony Davis. I don't know. Was it another player? Like, there was only so many guys on the roster. Was it Magic's communication with Kawhi? Was it Jeannie's communication with Kawhi? Rob's? Somebody felt damn good about the Lakers' chances to get Kawhi. And what happened? The Lakers watched shooters leave the board. Bogdanovich leave the board. Maybe a Jimmy Butler, D'Angelo Russell. All these guys left the board, and the Lakers just were sitting around waiting on one Kawhi Leonard. Now, to give the Lakers credit, they did a damn good job of putting together that roster after Kawhi Leonard signed, signing guys like DeMarcus Cousins. I already mentioned Danny Green, right? They brought in some guys, getting Avery Bradley off waivers. They brought in some guys that's going to do some work. But their whole free agency plan was continuing on signing Kawhi Leonard. Somebody got played. And I think in so many words, Danny Green is letting us know that. NBA players talk. Danny Green this is not new information to people within basketball circles. Like, you could clear as day hear Danny Green is saying, Kawhi ain't want to team up with LeBron James. He wanted to go his own route, was Danny Green's words. Again, this guy is probably as close to Kawhi as anybody. He's played the most basketball with Kawhi. He's the only guy to win 2 championships with Kawhi, right? So this guy knows this dude in and out, or as best as anybody would know Kawhi. So for this guy to say, look, Kawhi was never going to the Lakers, it's interesting to me. Because think, moments after Kawhi signs, Danny Green signs with the Lakers. Reason why that's interesting to me is, come on now, the Lakers have been talking to Danny Green. They told him, look, if Kawhi doesn't come to us, we got you $30 million. 2 years, $15 million a year, right? So what the Lakers were doing was saying, look, we'll hold this money for you. If we get Kawhi, we probably won't be able to get you, but we'll give you more than any other team will give you on the market, a lot more. Because $15 million for Danny Green is a bit pricey. The Lakers were negotiating with themselves at that point. But I'm sure they had constant communication with Danny Green before Kawhi made his decision to make him wait. Danny waited on Kawhi's decision. So you don't think Danny Green let the Lakers know, all right, y'all gonna wait on Kawhi, but he playing y'all, right? Or like, I just don't, either Kawhi was just leading the Lakers on just to get the advantage because he knew he'd be in the same building with the Clippers, or somebody in that Lakers organization was dumbfounded. Because they got played. Somebody got played. And I just can't believe the Lakers went that long thinking that they were going to get Kawhi. And if you listen to Danny Green, he believes the Lakers were never really in the running for this guy's services. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.